This question comes from a long-time listener and follower of my blog and videos. He wants to know what are some of my biggest breakthroughs, what made a difference for me, um, what's been my biggest shift. So, if you before I get to that, click the link below and subscribe to my channel and hit the bell. That way, every time I upload a video, you won't miss an episode. So I'm Sharp Game coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com off of Love Can't Wait, which can be found on Amazon.com. So one of the biggest breakthroughs I had is when I started, I got used to being uncomfortable. Now, see, we live in a world today where people strive to be comfortable in every facet of their lives. The only problem with that is if you stay in the box, if you stay in your comfort zone, you're not growing. You're not stretching yourself. You're not really having very little new experience. Even if you have a new experience, it's probably going to be something that you thought about doing in advance. And it's probably something that everybody else that you know in your circle of influence is already doing. 9 times out of 10, because most people, they're following the herd. They're following their friend, their family, or somebody at the job, or something like that. Most people don't really get too far from the herd, too far from the nest. You know, the only problem with that is you're not really expanding. You're not really growing. See, in this world, either you're growing or you're dying. If you're going forward or you're going backwards. So once I got used to being uncomfortable. And when I say being uncomfortable, I'm talking about maybe you want to start working out. Maybe you want to start losing weight. Maybe you want to get with a nutritionist and get on a new diet and lose weight. Maybe you want to go running. Maybe you want to go rock climbing, or go to the mountains, or something. Maybe you want to go flying. Maybe you never flew in a plane before. Maybe that was something that scared you to death. So maybe you want to take on a new challenge like that. I don't know what it is, but whatever it is, you know, whatever that thing is that makes you the most uncomfortable, that's what you should do. I'm not saying you should make every facet of your life uncomfortable, but at least some of it. Most of your life shouldn't be like smooth sailing. You just chilling on cruise control, like you in your car rolling with the windows down, listening to music. You listen every song you got on the playlist, you love it. Your life should not be that way. No. Your life should not be like every song on the radio, every song on your playlist, on your satellite radio, or um on your CD changer. Every song that comes on, you love it. Your life should not be that way. It should be, some things should be uncomfortable. Like for me, working out, lifting weights, doing push-ups, sit-ups. That's uncomfortable to me. However, I like how I feel afterwards. I like how I feel an hour or two later, because I feel like my muscles are building, stretching, expanding. I like that. I like the after effects of it. Am I sore? You betcha. But I feel like I'm getting stronger. I'm getting bigger. That makes me feel good. I like the result, the end effect of the workout. But while I'm working out, lifting weights, I don't like it. It's very uncomfortable. As a matter of fact, I remember when I first came on YouTube, I did not like doing videos. I did. It took me a while to be able to speak in this manner as I'm speaking to you today. If I remember if you go look at a video I did like 8-9 years ago on one of my other channels, I hated it. And the thing about doing videos, whether you upload it or on a camera, it doesn't really matter. It's never going to be perfect. You're never going to do a video where it's like it's 100%. You like everything about it. It was a smash. It's never going to happen. You're never going to do a video that you like 100%. You're never going to do anything that you like 100%. I'm my biggest critic, and you should be your biggest critic too. There's nothing wrong with that. As far as what other people think, the heck with them. I could care less, because most of these people, I've learned over the years, most people that talk the most are the weakest, and most people that like to be in their comfort zone are the weakest. This is why most people are like snowflakes, and these people crack under pressure, because what usually happens is they've been smooth sailing on cruise control for all their lives, and once they hit a bump in the road, or once something happens that's tragic, or it ain't even gotta be tragic. It can be just something like, hey, somebody stole your identity, or you got in an accident, or somebody punched you, or you got a bad phone call. They can't take it. They melt under pressure for little stuff that's minor to me. It's a big deal to them, and the reason why they like that, because it's how they were raised. Their parents babied them, told them what they wanted to hear because they didn't want to hurt their feelings, and then these same people grow up snowflakes, weak. They melt under pressure all day, every day. And if you're around anybody like this, you need to leave these people alone, because you know what they say, you might become a snowflake as well, because they say you're the average of 5 people that you hang around or associate with. So you might be another snowflake and the next weakling. And if you find yourself being in a position where you like everything to be comfortable, you need to change that. Because we don't live in a perfect world where everything is going to be perfect. Regardless of whatever you're trying to do in this world, everything is not going to go as planned. You're going to have to make adjustments. That's just what it is. I've made a lot of plans in my life, and almost never has it went in the form or fashion in the way I would like. I pretty much always had to make some kind of adjustment. And see, you got people out here that if the plans don't go the way they would like on paper, they're just willing to give up. And see, these same people work at the job, where it's like at the job, they might be supervisor or manager, and the stuff that they're uncomfortable doing, they just automatically want to hire somebody to do it. Even they can do it, but they still don't want to do it. And these same people, they treat their jobs like their personal lives. So they'll date people, and they automatically looking for somebody to pick up the slack, because their life suck, and they're really losers, and they're looking for somebody else to create a better life for them, because they couldn't do it by themselves, and because they don't really have anything to bring to the table. They don't really have anything of value to bring to the friendship or to the relationship, or any relationship, period. And this is why most relationships crumble, because most people you meet, you can feel like they want to get something out of you. They have their paws like, "Roar." You know, it's like they wanna. I know you've been around somebody at some point if you've been living long enough. You might have been sitting down talking to them, and you just know that there's something that this person wants you to do, but you don't know what it is. But they're doing things, they're being overly nice. But you know it's going to come up. And you know they want you to do something, but you don't know what it is at this very moment. But as time go on, you be like, oh, that's what you wanted. That's why you were being so nice to me for these last couple days or last couple weeks. I knew it was something. And these same people, they can't get their own life together because 9 times out of 10, if it's a woman, her mom weren't worth a nickel. That's why she's the way she is. Because they say the apple don't fall too far from the tree. So that's why she's running through guys, giving you a hard time. If you're around anybody that's like this, that like to be in their little comfort zone, don't like to do anything outside the comfort zone, get uncomfortable for almost anything. Anything. And I've been around a lot of people like this. I've been around a lot of women like this. You take them around your friends, they get uncomfortable. I mean, I'm like, gee, we just got here 10, 15 minutes ago, and they're ready to go. Yeah, so you can't really coexist with people like this. I know I can't. Because I'm a out of the box type person. I like to venture out and do things. I try not to get used to anything or anybody because they could be gone soon. The best thing you can do is enjoy the moment, enjoy the time that this person or this experience is here. I try not to look forward too fast. I try to enjoy the moment. That's the best you can do. But you have these people out here that's like, as soon as they start hanging with you a couple of times, a couple of weeks or whatever, they already start looking forward already. And they're not telling you anything. It's just making plans behind your back or whatever, and their plans don't got nothing to do with you. It's all about them. And even if you try to talk some sense into some of these people, they don't think anything wrong with that. They don't think anything's wrong with making plans behind your back without consulting you first. But then they want to get you involved into their plans, and then when you tell them, nah, I don't want to be involved in that. You should have consulted with me earlier. They don't think anything wrong with it. Because you know why? Because their mothers got them like that. They were raised like that. That's why. Because her mom wasn't worth a nickel. Now I know that's not a popular thing to say, but the apple don't fall too far from the tree. Her parents got her like that, but it's mainly her mom, because you have to understand the influence these mothers have on their daughters. And it ain't just single mothers either. It's some parents that were married, they got their daughters screwed up too. So, I know it's kind of popular, a popular thing to say, oh, these single mothers got these daughters and these sons messed up. No, these women that's married come from 2 households they screwed up too. The only difference is they can hide it a little bit better. You know why? Because they got that from their mothers. That's why. Their mothers raised them to be that way. To stay in their little comfort zone, kissing butt, doing whatever it takes, to uphold her image, but and these same people it giving everybody else hell that's around them. In most cases, I'm telling you. You can kind of tell because once these same people started having kids, their offspring is a reflection of them. And then, even then, once their kids come out screwed up, weaklings, snowflakes, just like them, they'll try to blame the kids for their bad behavior. instead of them taking responsibility as parents. They don't do that. They just blame everything on the kids. They'll be like, hey, he didn't want to study. He lazy. No, he's lazy because you are an undisciplined parent. You failed your kids. That's what it really is. That's what it really is, man. So, look, being comfortable is for weak people. If you want to really make it in this world, you have to be flexible. You have to be spontaneous and be willing to adapt at any given moment, at any given time, in any given environment. That's what it is. If not, it's going to be painful and very difficult for you out here, especially in this day and time with all this new technology that's coming out here and new laws and public policy. You have to be able to think on your feet. And a lot of this takes time and takes learning and experience and all that good stuff. But it's all skills. That's all it is. Once you have the skills, you're good. You know? So hey, you tell me something that you want to do that's uncomfortable to you, but in the long run, it's going to benefit you. Leave your comments below. And again, subscribe, hit the bell. That way you get my uploads every time I upload a new video. Until next time, I'm out. Peace!